A very good afternoon, dear viewers. You're watching OBN Horn of Africa's English News Service broadcast. I am Adisa Safa with the latest news of the hour. Major headlines. Experts say GERD will transform regional relations through energy cooperation. And WFP reaffirms commitment to supporting Ethiopia's impressive strides in climate action.
The Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam is a mega project. It's a national flagship project and also a symbol of unity, fraternity, and togetherness of Ethiopian people. This project is a testament for the unity of Ethiopians without any color and background differences. In this mega project, all Ethiopians, without any differences, contributed their part and shared their resources. This Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam not only benefits Ethiopians, but also the entire region of the Horn of Africa, as well Africa in general.
Now the news in brief. Jacob Arsano, a renowned water politics expert who has represented Ethiopia in multiple international negotiations, says the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam GERD is more than a national achievement. It represents a historical opportunity for regional development, cooperation, and shared prosperity. Beyond domestic benefits, GERD creates a unique opportunity for neighboring countries. Jacob detailed the growing interests from region in purchasing Ethiopian electricity. Aklilu Gabru has more on this.
Exclusive interview with Ethiopian news agency, Jacob emphasized the wide-ranging implications of Ethiopia's hydropower development for the Nile Basin and beyond. The effects of this development are significant, he said, highlighting both Ethiopia's progress and its ability to meet national needs. Jacob explained that the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam will first serve Ethiopia's domestic requirements, powering homes, factories, and the key service sectors.
The electricity that gets generated from the dam will be first and foremost for Ethiopia to electrify Ethiopian countryside, and to make Ethiopian factories and the number of service sectors supported by electric power. That is a big gap this dam will help to fill. But Ethiopia may not right away use all the power produced from Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam. There should be a number of infrastructure and other developments that carry the electricity that comes from the dam. But in the meantime, Ethiopia can sell the electricity to the neighboring countries. So far, Sudan is buying a certain amount of power. Djibouti also. South Sudan has interest to buy. Kenya is buying, and Tanzania is now starting to buy.
According to Jacob, sharing electricity through GERD can strengthen regional ties. When countries share resources, they naturally become more cooperative and supportive to each other, he noted.
And then the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam is one good example that makes Ethiopia able to share electricity with neighboring countries, and it is a great opportunity for the neighboring countries to buy electricity from Ethiopia on affordable price, and this is a clean technology. And then of course Ethiopia did it and they can buy it. That makes the region more peaceful, more stable, and more supportive of one another, more looking to the future in sharing the resources and in collaboratively prosper.
Jacob concluded by stressing that GERD demonstrates how upstream countries can meet national development goals while fostering regional collaboration. GERD is a prime example of how shared natural resources can catalyze regional growth, trust, and long-term stability.
An internationally respected American analyst Lawrence Freeman said Ethiopia has set an excellent example for the rest of African continent through the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam GERD, a new benchmark for regional integration. Freeman, who has visited the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam, had an exclusive interview with Ethiopian news agency at the site of the dam, Guba, Benishangul region of Ethiopia. He elaborated that the dam in particular will help the entire Horn of Africa and actually East Africa benefit from adequate electricity.
Right now, Ethiopia is supplying electricity to Djibouti, to Kenya, to Sudan, and is planning to soon supply electricity to Tanzania. So the economic integration has already begun. Now, from my standpoint, as a physical economist, we need a lot more energy for Ethiopia and for Africa. But this is the biggest injection of energy into the continent in recent decades. And it also now places Ethiopia as the second largest producer of energy in sub-Saharan Africa.
Freeman says Ethiopia has created a great model for African countries to follow. By building up its energy supply, Ethiopia is working to improve its citizens' standard of living, grow its manufacturing and irrigation sectors, and reduce poverty.
We need every African country following the model of Ethiopia and building an energy supply that can raise the standard of living of the people, increase the manufacturing sector, increase irrigation, and eliminate poverty. So Ethiopia has set an excellent example for the rest of the continent.
He also urged African countries as well as Westerners to visit GERD and witness what has been accomplished. He added that this achievement should serve as an example for others to follow.
I think in 2012 by Meles Zenawi, it's continued through several governments. It's been championed by Abiy Ahmed, and I think this proves that Africans, like anyone else in the world, is capable of thinking big and changing the course of history. I think one thing that African countries should do is they should visit the GERD. Very, very few African countries have visited the GERD. Western countries should visit the GERD. The AU should visit the GERD. I feel privileged that I could visit it twice, and other nations and other people in the region, and some of the Westerners who are not really up to snuff about what's going on in Africa. Everybody should come and visit the GERD and see for themselves what has been accomplished, and then that should be emulated.
Again, in similar GERD-related stories, the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam GERD has ushered in a victory in the new year, leveraging our unity and dedication towards a journey to prosperity, Finfinne City Administration officials said. Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has officially inaugurated the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam on September 9, 2025. Shatu Opsi has the story again.
In an interview with Ethiopian news agency, the Deputy Manager of Finfinne City Administration with rank of Bureau Head, Tefera Molla, said that the completion of the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam is a great victory. Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam's economic, diplomatic, social, and political significance is immense, he said. He added that it is the foundation for the country's prosperity, further elevating its effort in the diplomatic arena.
የኃይል ምንጭ ሆኖ የማገልገል ኢኮኖሚያዊ ጠቀሜታ
Our development work is beyond serving us as energy sources. With its social benefit, it creates trust among the society. It is a huge project that realized unity within Ethiopians. The GERD has a great meaning for us.
Finfinne City Fire and Disaster Risk Management Commissioner Commander Ahmed Mohammed on his past said, the Grand Ethiopia Renaissance Dam is a testament to the weekend spirit of the Ethiopian people working together.
አይቻልም ተብሎ የታሰበውን ግድብ የቻልንበት ምስጢሩ አንድ መሆናችን ነው ማለት
The secret behind our success is our unity. What we should learn is that if we unite, nothing is impossible. The people of Ethiopia is large. There is huge knowledge, commitment, and heroism. When all this is coordinated, we can do whatever we like. The GERD is the great manifestation for that.
The officials also point out that the Grand Ethiopia Renaissance Dam is an example for this generation by appropriately utilize its wealth and knowledge to elevate Ethiopia to the level of developed nations. The officials stated that the dam has heralded a victorious New Year 2018 Ethiopian calendar. All Ethiopians need to work tirelessly with the spirit of no time to waste to achieve national development and prosperity.
The new generation should learn that when we unite and develop our resources, we can transform our country. The generation has to know that if we develop, we have the resource. The GERD showcases that the next generation will make the country one of the civilized nations. The new generation has to be patriot and united to develop the country.
If this was to achieve simply the provision of water and energy to the people of Ethiopia and surrounding countries, it would be a marvel of history, a marvel of engineering, and a boon for the prosperity of the people of this region. But if we are to be honest, it is not simply the achievement of what has been done here for the provision of water and energy and the catalytic effect that it will have on economic and social development and security, but it is the journey. Above all else, the journey. The journey of a people who have remained proud throughout history, who have attested that the origins are here, and who have defied all attempts to keep them down. When we toured the facility in the last few hours, I turned to my brother and I said, this is the Adwa engineering feat.
Welcome back. The Ethiopian Railways Corporation, ERCA, and COIPA Italia SPA have signed a strategic cooperation framework agreement to strengthen their collaboration on railway infrastructure development. The agreement was signed by ERCA CEO Engineer Helena Bellaccio and COIPA Italia SPA CEO Vito Favorito. On the signing occasion, Minister of Transport and Logistics Alamu Sime said that the agreement is more than a partnership. It is a bridge between Ethiopia and Italia, built on shared values of progress, innovation, and sustainable development.
It reflects our shared vision of advancing sustainable transport, modern logistics, and railway infrastructure as key enablers of economic growth and regional integration. Railways are at the heart of Ethiopia's transformation agenda, connecting markets, reducing costs, creating jobs, and promoting green development. With partners such as COIPA Italia, We are confident in building not only infrastructure but also long-term capabilities, technology transfer, and mutual prosperity.
Italian ambassador to Ethiopia Agostino Palisi highlighted the significance of the agreement, stating that the focus must now shift to tangible results.
This is just the beginning that we can, have other agreement like this on this field, and we can continue to work together. I think nowadays the relation between our two countries are outstanding. I cannot say excellent; it's more than excellent. So, and I hope we can help to, to avoid with Ethiopia in the economic, relation that is very important for the country.
ERC CEO Engineer Lina Balacho noted that this strategic cooperation aligns with Ethiopia's priority of building modern, efficient and sustainable transport system. Coipa Italia SPA CEO Vito Favrito expressed his enthusiasm, saying the agreement will open new avenues for collaboration in Ethiopia's railway sector.
Very important day. I'm sorry I'm a little bit emotional because it's a very important day for us, for everyone from Italy. And
well, thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Take care. Have a good one.